how to make a gradient from chips, especially when you work with a bead soup like this. First of all, get all of your chips out. So in this case, I'm using garnet. I'm working with garnet. I've just selected them out of the bead soup one by one. Yes, it's a bit of a hassle, but it's better to do it. Second, get yourself a bead mat like this. It has a nice texture which catches all the beads, so you can lay them out and then you can move the tray and they will not move. So you can create something without them being all over the floor or the table. And then the next steps are very, very simple. So in this case, I picked myself a middle. So this is a bead which is quite a round bead and has a hole on the top, and I thought it would look nice as almost a pendant in the middle of the necklace. And then I just started adding up beads around it. So what I do, I go one by one, trying to pick beads of the same size and to place one on the left and one on the right. So I've picked another large bead and then one more large bead to match it. So every time I pick a bead, I place it on the left, I reach out to the same size bead in the beads which I just selected and I place it on the right. In this case, you keep the symmetry. This is all you need. You just need the symmetry. So your main steps are left and right, left and right. So you go one by one, finding one bead, finding a matching one, finding another bead, finding a matching one. And as you can see, you can lay out your beads that they will match each other. So one side will match another side. And why? Because every time you were picking one bead, you were seeking for the same bead from the tray to put on the other side. Now, is it difficult to do? No, it's not difficult to do. And why? Because when you have your eye on a certain shape of a bead or a certain size of a bead, your brain automatically knows what to search for in this tray. So it has a very exact, concrete task and performs it actually very well. So you can pick exactly the same shape from the tray quite easily. It is much easier to do that than to go to lay out beads in a random order. Just focus on a bead by bead basis. Left, right. That's it. You don't need anything else. And not only it works with the size gradient, it also works with the color gradient. As you can see on this necklace, there is a color gradient. So I do have light beads and then I have more dark beads and there are darker beads, and then I want to do like stripy beads. So basically you don't think about it when you look at the necklace, but they are there in a gradient and the necklace looks organic when you look at it. So very simple. You're going from the middle bead to left and then to right, to left and then to right, and you lay out your beads in a mirror order. And one more thing, as always, trust the process. So you might not see exactly how it will look like because it's on the bead mat, but when you assemble them on a thread, you will see that your efforts paid off. Okay, now I've threaded the beads which were here on the beading mat onto one thread, and you can see how much difference that makes. So now you can see why is it so important to mirror the beads. So we've got our nice center, we got our sides. As you can see, the beads are matching, and these are very random beads. So in order for them to look like this mirroring technique is actually very useful. Then you have matching beads on each side. Your eye doesn't really think of it first when you look at the necklace like this, but actually when you look closer you understand that even the colors and the shapes of the beads on the same level, they would be matching, and that what makes it quite organic as a necklace, as a piece. Okay, the sun is already down and I'm still working on this garnet necklace, but I just wanted to show you, even with this poor light, look at the size of the beads and this gradient which we're getting to. It's a very long necklace now, by the way. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep it this length, but I just wanted to show you, look how nicely all these beads go together, from the random ones to the large ones to the middle and then to the smaller beads. So yes, so this is the mirror technique which I just come up with and I've been using, and I thought I would share with you in case it's going to be useful. Okay, so this is our necklace. We can see we have a middle bead, similar beads mirroring each other. So large, medium, smaller, smaller, and even smaller ones. This is a very good example, by the way. So this is a long necklace, and it can show how much beads you can actually structure this way. And you didn't have to lay them out and think on them for ages. What you were doing, you were just mirroring them one by one. That's all. I hope this has been helpful, guys. Follow me for more.